Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Don't forget to smash the like button on the way in. Happy Monday. What's going on, Dremmer? What's going on, Fahid? Right. Guys, smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Happy Monday. Let's get into the charts. Hey. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, today is Monday. Monday is the first work day of the week. Unless you went to work on Sunday, in which case I believe Sunday is the first day of the week. I'm not sure why they do it that way. It's odd. It's strange. Maybe to make it... I'm assuming it has to do with overtime pay. I don't know. Billy said, JJ, today was supposed to be a moon day. Was it? Who said? Bitcoin chilling at 105,596, 612 and 10 cents. Looking good. Not looking bad at all. Bitcoin dominance still looks like it's trying to reject at 64, which would be lovely. If it does break to the upside, it's going to be a very sad day for altcoins. But we'll see what plays out. Bitcoin itself, let's update our liquidation heat map and see where we stand. Guys, we are 22 subscribers away from 1,000. Huge milestone. Super stoked about that. Appreciate every single one of you guys for following along the journey. We got 104,472 down below. We got I'm gonna go how far? Let's go to this one. 103,799. I had delicious chicken fried rice for dinner and it was lovely. 105,903. I got my butt kicked at work today, man. Whew, I am feeling it, Mr. Krabs. It wasn't hot out, though, which is really nice. 106,577. Fahid said end of week if it follows previous trend. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. So, right now, what's interesting to me is this. And I'm curious to know, which I have not found it yet if it has, I'm curious to know if that whale on Hyperliquid that had that $300-something million long position, the 40x long position, I'm curious to know if they took profits or not. Because they had to have been up like 100% on their trade. Because that's a lot of leverage. And I think that it started right here. So there's no way that they, like, if they didn't take profit, then... I don't know. That would be awful. On the 4-hour time frame, we do have a confirmed red dot right here, but that's this anomaly candle. This whole scenario, all 4 of these candles, was quite a show. And what's crazy is we've already grabbed liquidity to the downside, bounced again off of this 786 from the all-time high, down to 74.5. And we're already right back up at 105. It's crazy. I'm really glad that I missed this. I was working, and I mean, the alts seem to be in the same position that they've been in all week, so I'm glad I didn't have to watch that, because that sounds atrocious. But market's looking pretty chill. ETH is 25.18. Again, the dip I missed entirely, which is very lovely. Sol is 166.37. ETH is actually in profit right now, 0.8%, which is lovely. I would love to see ETH get right back above 25.81 and then back above this trend line. I would not be surprised to see a little inverse head and shoulder action go on, you know what I mean? And then we'd get a little target, which would put us right back above that line. That'd be kind of sick, wouldn't it? I think that would be cool. We'll see what plays out, though. That's just purely fabrication. Our momentum wave is shifting to the upside. RSI is chilling at the halfway point. Sol is down 4% on the day, chilling at 166.37. Broke below our blue trend line for a second. Got right back above. That blue trend line should be pretty immense support, so I'm not surprised to see some buying pressure here. But we'll see. We'll see if it holds. It's gonna be a big one, right there. If it breaks below that, then we're for sure probably going to 152. But again, you know, I'm never gonna discount a halfway point liquidity grab. So we'll put that there. See if it does anything. See if we break below. One more little touch. I don't know. Volume's increasing slightly. Nothing to write home about, though. Momentum wave. There is bullish divergence. Look at that. We got price decreasing while RSI increases. That is textbook bullish div. Very nice. See if that plays out, or if that's already playing out right now. Total 3 is down 1.84% on the day. I don't know. I'd be sad to see it recouple to the fractal, to total 3 fractal, but we'll see. If it does, then we're looking at a June breakout potentially. Not financial advice. That's why I kept it on here. It's pretty dang accurate so far. Besides, like I pointed out in the past, a couple of times that it wasn't. We like decoupled. This is the crap hitting the fan indicator that we covered. It feels like forever ago, which is only a couple of months. 3 months ago? That's crazy. Momentum wave. And yeah, we got bullish div here too on total 3. Again, though, I don't know if that is relevant. I imagine it would be because it's just a combination of market caps or, you know, price tracking. Cardano is down 2.49% on the day. I would love to see Cardano find support at this blue line. If it does not, then I personally would consider that a bear flag, in which case I would look for a minimum bearish target of probably 50 cents. 50 cents, which is horrible. That sucks. Chewy said, good luck, boys. I got a soccer game to watch tonight. Nice. Enjoy, Chewy. Cheers. SNEK is down 4.47%. ADA, I would like to see, like I said, hold this blue line and get some pressure back to the upside. 75 is a big point that I'm watching. If it can't hold 75, which it's already below, then it's going to get a little spicy. Do we have bullish div here? I don't. Actually, we do. There is bullish div here, too. And we also have unconfirmed green dots. Momentum wave is showing some upside, so let's see if that turns into anything. SNEK is down 4.47%, holding at 30, which is lovely. If it breaks below that, then it's going to get really spicy. Or I guess 36.89. 30 in general is just right here, so we'll see. I'm still surprised that that fractal played out really well. XRP is down 2.05%. XRP is at a lovely little trendline touch that we just drew, I think, yesterday. So we'll see if XRP reacts off of this in a positive fashion. We got a couple confirmed red dots that seem to have played out already. Momentum wave is pushing the upside. RSI is sitting right in the middle. And no, actually, yes, there is bullish divergence here as well. It looks like all the big alts are going to have bullish div on this 4-hour time frame. So we'll see if that plays out. Check ADA BTC chart 1 month. Cardano Bitcoin 1 month. That looks like crap. We got a trend line though. Lovely little spike right here, 130%. We'll see if we touch that trend line. Definitely seems like Bitcoin. Everyone's calling for Bitcoin dominance to go crazy. I don't know if I believe that. That my bias might not let me believe that. We do have a clear resistance line here. If it breaks above that, it's going to get pretty sketchy for every single altcoin. So, I guess as a altcoin maxi versus Bitcoin, I don't like the idea of Bitcoin dominance going nuts. So, let's see if we can get a breakdown. That would be cool. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. And we were at XRP. Yeah, I would love to see XRP at the very minimum hold $2 if it gets bearish. Right now, I would like to see it get back above 250. That would make me happy for on a bullish perspective. As of right now, though, as long as we're holding this blue trend line, then we're good. HBAR is down 1.86%. 1.89% on the day. Bullish div on HBAR as well. A lot of coins have that bullish div. Interesting. Little W setup it's looking like. See if she breaks above 20 again. 20 is going to be a nice point to try to get back above. Otherwise, if we break below 18.5, then we're going to 17.8. My opinion. 17.8 could be that next bounce. We got our halfway point liquidity grab right there. And then that ladder up, that higher low, that uptrend sustain situation. 17.8 would be that number. Not financial advice. I think... Actually, I don't know. Let me see. Right here, we got 31.41. Right here, we got 30.92. Okay, so there is bullish div here, guys. Chicken said, rain, hail, or snow, JJ is always consistent with their respect. I appreciate you for stopping by, Chicken. How you doing, my friend? Happy Monday. Yeah, we definitely got bullish div here. It's very, very, very faint. But I could make that argument. If I was trying to sell you on this, I would tell you there's bullish divergence. 1931, like I said, 17.8 would be my bounce point if it continues to break down. SWE is down 3.23% on the day. I mean, SWE's been the nicest chart, honestly. The pump, the grind, the shakeout, pump, grind, shakeout, pump. We'll see if that's the pump soon. Every time it does get to the shakeout, though, it shakes quite vigorously. So I don't know what is that it, or was this the beginning? 1, 2, 3. Who knows? Chicken said happy Monday. Chewy said steak. Tom Selleck's goat said all the stocks I wanted dips on didn't dip. Yeah, I heard that the stock market did pretty good today, actually. There's the rumor mill churning states that we are looking at a 90-something% chance of a rate cut coming in September, I think. So something happened. Something changed. A switch was flipped, and suddenly there's almost a surefire chance of us getting a rate cut in the next couple of months, which is crazy. But that's in the fall. I don't know if you guys ever looked, but usually heading like from fall to winter, for whatever reason, crypto, along with everything else on the planet, it seems, does really, really well. I think in the summer, people go outside and do stuff for free. And then in the winter, everyone comes inside, they buy things, they like take part in comfort-inducing activities, which apparently cost money when you're inside. But I will say, having started streaming in September, my numbers were pretty consistently high until it started getting warmer outside, and then they just fell off a cliff. And I don't know what it is. I'm assuming it's because my subscribers increasing. My numbers have been increasing lately, which is surprising. I don't know if that's retail coming back or something, but I just assumed that was my channel. Everyone on X was complaining. They're like, "Oh my gosh, my viewership dropped like off a cliff," and I'm like, "Whoa, that's nice to know that it's not just me. But like people were like being verbal about it on X. It was kind of crazy. Chicken said, watch tariff inflation will hit. Companies front ran to load up on reserves, and they're running out. Jay Powell will have to cut to fight the tariff inflation, and if unemployment rises, then 50 basis points on the table. I like it. Tony Rosa said, yo, what up, JJ? How are you, sir? No pullback today with U.S. credit downgrade. I know, isn't that crazy? I'm wonderful today. I got a lot of time outside. My back hurts a little bit, but the sun was not out, so I'm not burned. I do feel like my brain is a little melty though. Tom Selleck's Goat said, I think that's why selling may go away as a thing. Summer is dead and market makers go on vacation. Yeah, that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. Sweet looks good. I would love to see some upside. See this thing blast through 391 and then break above 4 and just go on vacation for the summer. That'd be sick. Ando, in my opinion, is at my last support for a higher low. Again, oops, don't want to move that. A midpoint liquidity pullback is always on the cards. Like that kind of happened here, and I guess technically it could go off of 84. I have no air conditioning in my van, so there's that. Little temporary stream rug there, I see. Let's see if we stay connected. Are we good? I think we're good. Let me know if we're good. Yeah, he did it. I know I froze. I froze for a second. I get a little alert that said OBS disconnected and then reconnected, but I think we're back. Are we back? You're back on? Okay, cool. Like, we're good? Good? Okay. All right, let's continue. Thank you, Trimmer. So yeah, this trend line looks lovely. Ando. Oof. See, Ando's continuing to break. It's at 62.2. So we'll see if it holds. If it breaks that and 60, then 55.8 is in the cards for me. I got this crazy line because my brain wants to call this a bear flag. Bro's got a parasol. This is the meme, man. This is the same parasol from the thumbnail, the famous parasol. I stole this from my 14-year-old daughter. It's not an umbrella. I have a GIF that does this though. I gotta spin it like dauntingly. Hold on, let me do the thumbnail. I don't remember what hand is it. Is it the left hand? All right, ready? I mean, it looks cool. That was a complete accident, figuring out that looked cool. It looks cool in like an annoying asshole way, but I'm an annoying asshole. What can I say? All right, let's continue. We're getting distracted. Arrow. I'm looking for like a uber bearish target on this bad boy because it did have quite a run. And usually when that happens, you need a little bit of a pullback. And this would still make it a higher low. So that's my target if this is a bear flag. Which jury's still out. Because we've seen these things break and then kind of continue to the upside without any question. So, pin link for Mr. Tyler, who I don't believe is in the chat, but he can rewind. Pin link. Now, volume has kind of fallen off a cliff. You got a decent chunk of volume here, a slightly less decent chunk here and here, and then this is even smaller. It seems to be decreasing as time goes on, along with the price. That being said, it does look like there is a trajectory shift coming because we went from like consistent lower lows to now a higher low. Now we did that back here. We did 1, 2, 3. We got 1, 2, 3. So if the next low is a higher low, we could see a trajectory shift. It does very much seem like a accumulation zone, in my opinion. Like, I would be scooping this up, especially less than 75 cents. If it gets below 75 cents, I'm buying more for sure. I think I got my average down to, I don't even remember, like 90 something cents. I don't remember. Might be $1 something, I don't remember. It's on the other chart. I'm not going to pull it up though. Tishu said, yo, good evening. Got an indicator for you to try it. Hit me. Jay Shear 2.0 said, yo, 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 what's up, family? Oh, you know what, Jay Shear? You just reminded me for some reason. I don't know why. Your name, I guess, just reminded me. I don't have the table up for the daily close contest, so let me get that really quick. Okay. Got it, got it, got it. And we are ready. Ready for the daily close contest. EMA 20, 50, 100, 200 by Dr. Sweets. Throw it on Bitcoin Dominance weekly chart. It's just a bunch of EMAs together, but I like it. All right, yeah, we'll check it out for sure. Let me get this thing situated really quick one more time. Yeah, right there. I like that. That's fine. Okay. What is going on? Okay. Philly said, yo, Jay Shear. Mr. Roberts said, hey, JJ. Hello, all. What's going on, Mr. Roberts? Philly said, how many subs away from your naked skull? Greg is submitting a guess for the daily close contest 10 minutes early. Mr. Greg, you are going to have to wait 10 minutes. All right, let's see. Yeah, pin link looks decent for accumulation, in my opinion. We'll see if it comes down further. If the market decides to come down further, I don't know what's going to happen. Render I was pretty stoked about. Render came down to our little zone, and it did actually break below it for a second, it looks like, and it touched 432. But I was pretty proud of this little midpoint pullback, and then rejection, break below, and it's back above the midpoint pullback, which is lovely. Greg said, oops, I'll probably revise it anyway. Okay, I like that. I like that attitude. Yeah, render's down 3.05% on the day, currently trading at 454. As always, as long as it stays above $4, I'm super duper stoked. And it does seem to be establishing higher lows. This is my personal last stand for a higher low. And again, it could do the midpoint liquidity pullback, but we'll see. Philly's going to say 105.541. Everyone's on to Philly's. Everyone's on to Philly's antics for the daily close contest. He's become the new supervillain. It's quite enjoyable. Today's prize is extra special. I would like to point that out specifically. Greg said wicks don't count. Bitcoin broke the all-time high on the daily and weekly candle body close yesterday. Let's freaking go. Wicks don't count. I like that too. Yesterday was the highest weekly close of all time on Bitcoin, which is insane. Insane in the membrane. Render looks good. 454. I would love to see it get back above 475 and continue to the upside. We'll see what happens though. If it breaks below the blue line, then maybe the blue line. If it breaks below the blue line, then we'll see if it holds 432 or breaks below that. Polkadot is down 4.36% on the day. Dancing around. Polkadot broke below 476, bounced at 459, did a little fake out above 476, couldn't quite hold it. This was when everything got all crazy yesterday, which TA could not have predicted, I will say that. If you guys traded this successfully, then you are absolute legends. I was just kind of waiting and watching, and it got a little spicy. Tremor said he's going to put it right after the close. Yeah, if you don't get in before the deadline, I'm going to be strict for the next couple of days on the deadline for the daily close, because you guys are getting a little too spicy. And just everyone keep in mind, there are folks trying to prices right squeeze others, so keep an eye out. You are allowed to change your guess, and that is to my discretion. So if somebody does try to screw you and you change yours, I might not let them change theirs. Does it make sense? So We got 7 minutes until the daily close contest begins, so stick around for that. Polkadot, I would like to see Polkadot get back above 475. Otherwise, a rejection at 459. It could range between 444 and 459 for a minute. It's a small range, but since Polkadot had such a decent run back here, this thing could pull back all the way to $4 and still be bullish with the higher lows. So we'll see what happens. Cass is down 4.4% on the day. We had our little fake out, breakout, breakdown, bounce off of 10. This is where everything got crazy yesterday. And now we broke down halfway point, liquidity grab, rejection. Let's see if we continue to the downside or actually break through and make our way towards 12 again. Avalanche. The volume is down as well. That's a big point to point out. Avalanche is down 3.64% on the day. Hold above 22, which is great. I would love to see it make its way towards 23. We'll see if it breaks below 22, then we're looking for 20. Again, though, that'll still be the higher low. 1982 technically would be a higher low as well. So the volume is significantly increased on Avalanche specifically right here. So that's something to look at for sure, because that is a decent amount of liquidity or a decent amount of volume. Chainlink down 0.57% on the day. Looking like a little W action right here. If Chainlink can get above 1583 and make its way towards 1750 again, that would be pretty sick. I thoroughly enjoy Chainlink. It's very fun to chart, and it does seem to have broken out of a prolonged downtrend. And maybe that was its retest. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see where she goes. Drummer said, Philly, your chat filter set to all? Oh, yeah, you got to go to live chat versus top chat. All right. Doge is down 3.7%. Ooh, what did I say? Let's see if Doge can break above, retest, and continue to the upside, which is exactly what this is. I keep scooting it. I'm assuming the more I scoot it, the more it works, right? Let's see if that actually plays out. That would be sick. Volume is pretty consistent. Momentum wave is chilling in the middle. So is RSI. Polygon Matic Pole down 3.72% on the day. Broke below this lower trend line. We'll see if it gets back above or not. Billy said one of my most profitable is Chainlink. Chainlink is nice, dude. I like charting Chainlink. It like charts really nicely. Near down 3.11% on the day. It looks bullish though. This one and Chainlink look bullish for some reason. It's pushing up. Volume is volume's okay. This thing was actually oversold for a quick second right here, specifically. So, let's see if we can get some upside here. Momentum wave is chilling. Price is at 277. Holding support at 269 very nicely. I would love to see this thing break above $3 and continue to the upside. Let's see what plays out, though. Is this an MW? That's actually what it looks like. Let's see what happens. And Chili's. So Chili's, ooh. Chili's had this lovely WM midpoint liquidity pull and then blast off. And we played this thing perfectly. We did not trade it because, or I did not trade it because I'm an idiot. And that's literally a meme. But it's looking like it's doing a little W off of the purple trend line, which goes way back. I think this goes back to like, yeah, September 2023. This is a 2-year-old legacy trend line. Getting a little W bounce off of it, which is very nice. We'll see if she continues to the upside. Momentum wave pushing up. We had a red dot back here that played out. And we're looking good. Silver got a little bit choppy today. MicroStrategy got a little bit pumpy today. DXY got a little bit choppy today. NASDAQ got a little bit pumpy, very pumpy today. S&P got very pumpy today. Bitcoin dominance. Let's go back a bit in the chat. We had Mr. Teachu wanted me to look at EMA 2050 100 200 by Dr. Sweets. He said throw it on Bitcoin weekly chart. Let's go to the weekly. Let's get rid of our Fu Manchu Cypher B divergences. How do I delete this? There we go. And let's get this. EMA 20. Oops. 20. Dr. Sweets. Bam. On our weekly. Okay. Interesting. So are these all like golden crosses on Bitcoin dominance? We got one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. Okay, so this is where it crossed bearish in the past. But before that, it had crossed bullish, like just before that. Interesting. So we got a big bullish cross, and then the touch, and then the bearish cross. This is nice. I like this. All right. I got to get to Bitcoin on the 1 minute time frame. The daily close contest is about to begin, so get your guesses ready, ladies and gentlemen. Oops. I did a thing. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're definitely going to go back and look at that again. 31 seconds remaining on the clock. Let me get my Fu Manchu back up here just for continuity's sake. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses ready for the daily close contest. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say. The guessing has commenced for the daily close contest. Ooh, Tony Rosa said Link is everyone's favorite stablecoin. Billy said Drimmer. Yes, I didn't mean his chat is behind. His talk is behind. Whatever JJ says, 748. Yeah, it's up to you guys to keep track of your clock. You have to look at the Bitcoin chart, and you can look at it on the 1 minute, and then look at the actual clock and go, oh, it's 7:50. There's 9 minutes and 28 seconds remaining until the actual daily close, and 4 minutes and 25 seconds remaining until, you know what I mean. Drummer coming in with the first guess. Let's go get this in the little table. Drummer coming in with 105,574.99. Giovanni Fontes coming in with 105,360 and 69 cents. Nice. J Shear 2.0 coming in with 103,669.69. Nice. Teach you said on Bitcoin USD weekly close under the 50 EMA orange would be bearish. Okay, interesting. Billy said, JJ, your chat that says go, 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 but I didn't hear you say it for another 30 seconds. That's odd. Yeah, that's why I do it in the chat. There is a delay. There's an actual delay with YouTube with the live stream feature. It's the way that I choose to live stream. All right, we got a couple more coming in. We got Fahid coming in with a guess of 105,733.69. Nice. We got Greg coming in with 105,736. We got Tony Rosas coming in with 105,613. We got Tom Selects Goat coming in with 105,650. We got HQZ coming in with 105,903. I like that, the way that you put that. Very nice. I like seeing the ingenuity in the guesses to circumvent YouTube's weird discrimination. We got Dream Tanks TV coming in with 106,400. What did J Shear do? Because of his 69s. Yeah, Philly. There's always gonna be a delay with YouTube. I don't know if that's anything that I can do anything about ever, unless we just went off of chat and I just never said the words. But even then, it would be entirely up to you guys to track the 5 minute thing. Fahid is changing his to 105,753.69. 105 at 753.69. Mr. Roberts said, hey, Jay Shear. Sorry I didn't respond there. I was in the shed. Greg said, Fahid, oops, sorry. I should have added at least 10 over you. Ooh. Drama in the chat unfolds. How will Greg respond? All right, let's see. Bitcoin currently trading at 105,666.55. We currently have 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining until the polls close. Oh, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very nice, very nice. Tony Rosa said, is it about a 30 seconds delay? Probably. Go look at your... I'm at 7:54 p.m. right now, and I have 37 seconds left on my chart. So if you go to the Bitcoin chart on Binance USDT, you should see the time difference. Tony said, okay, yep. Mr. Roberts said, is 105 and 567 far enough from the others? Yes, it is. It's whatever you want to do. Mr. Roberts coming in with 105, 567. 6 seconds remaining on the clock. Time's up. Time's up. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button if you have not done so already. HQZ said, what did you have for lunch? I had nothing. I had a Red Bull for lunch, which is bad. Normally I eat. I used to not eat, and then I started getting lightheaded and woozy and crappy, and I started eating now. Oh, Philly. Philly, I'm not going to take it. I'm not taking it, Philly. I'm not doing it. You're going to have to come in on time tomorrow if you want to participate. HQZ said, ouch. Yeah, today I didn't have anything for lunch. I had, what did I have? I just said it. Chicken fried rice. I had chicken fried rice when I get home, and it was delicious. Greg said I had El Pastor style taco and cold beer. Ooh. I don't normally drink, but cold beer, just the words sound delicious. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin is currently trading at 105,604 and 62 cents. It is 7:56. We got less than 4 minutes remaining until the daily close commences. Drummer said it's probably slower for phones on Wi-Fi. I'm on my computer with wired internet, so am I. Philly said, meh, if I missed it, I missed it. Yeah, I would just get it in. You could, honestly, Philly, if you wanted to, you could guess up to 1 hour early. You are a channel member, so it's up to you. Cheers, guys. Happy Monday. Bitcoin 105,573 and 27 cents at the moment. Whoa, it's right below Dremmer, which puts Mr. Robbers in play. Tony Rosa said, JJ, it's so hot here, sir. It was not that bad today. HQZ said, I'm a man who does enjoy a cold Red Bull. Cold Red Bull is quite enjoyable. Yeah, it wasn't that bad here today. It got a little bit spicy towards the end of the day, which is weird. But I've been applying sunscreen like a good boy, and I haven't been melting as often, which is lovely. HQZ said it's a guilty pleasure, better than smoking. I agree. I also to make it extra gay, I drink my Red Bull through a straw to make sure that my teeth stay pretty. Because my mom's a dental hygienist and she would murder me if I had fucked up teeth. All right, guys, we got 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining on the clock for the daily close. Bitcoin currently trading at 105,568 and 49 cents. 105,568.49. That again puts Mr. Robbers in play. Mad Peter Peppers wants to take a look at Roar from Roaring Kitty. We will take a look at that as soon as the daily close has commenced or completed. Billy said high here was 70. I don't know what it was today. Today was like kind of chilly. I had to wear a hoodie most of the day, but I had to take off my beanie. I did have to take off my beanie because it got a little spicy. Like I said. Yeah, better than smoking, I will agree on that. Mr. Roberts said, oh, I tucked under JRE. Can I change mine to 50 under his? It's too late. It's too late, my friend. Under is better because, well, I guess it doesn't screw them. It just screws you. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Because it's closest without going over. Tony said, with your pinky finger in the air. No, I draw the line at the pinky. That's where I draw the line. All right, guys. We got 1 minute and 14 seconds remaining on the clock. Bitcoin still 105.573 and 69 cents, 573, which is just below Dremmer, which means Mr. Roberts is still in play. That'd be crazy. He gave himself a $7.99 gap to work with. Like, Mr. Roberts screwed himself by putting himself, like, he tucked himself right under Dremmer in the most non-sexual way possible. And he might win. That's crazy. Greg said weather here in Wisconsin, it was pushing 100 Fahrenheit 2 days ago. Whoa, this morning it was 45. Yeah, yes, that's exactly what happened here in Michigan. What's nice about Michigan and Wisconsin is they're pretty much the same place. All right, guys, we got 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Mr. Roberts, I get tight. Oh, shit. Bitcoin is 105.579.99. Here we go. That puts it in Dremmer's court. 12 seconds remaining on the clock. A little bullish spike for the boys. Come on, Bitcoin. You can do it. 4, 3, 2, 1. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. It changed right at the last second. Did you see that? 105. Wait a minute. It's right there. 105.573 and 74 cents. Whoa. Mr. Roberts is our winner. It missed Dremmer by $1.15. Is it $1.15? $1.25. Dremmer was over by $1.25. That might be our second closest guess, next to Hoff's penny. That is crazy. Congratulations, Dremmer, on that close of a guess. Congratulations, Mr. Roberts, on your tight like a tiger, on your tight victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for Mr. Roberts. What a crazy win. Oh, shit, Mr. Roberts is Canadian, isn't he? Oh, shit. Canada is dominating the charts. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some catching up to do as Americans. Congratulations, Mr. Roberts, on your victory. Let me put you on the board. Isn't there an underscore? I've almost always done the underscore. I didn't do the underscore today? That's crazy. Mr. Roberts with a guess of 105.567 and 0 cents. And an actual daily close of 105.573.74. Wow. Congratulations, Mr. Roberts, on your victory. Let's get this thing off the screen now. I will add Mr. Roberts to the winner's Google Doc. Mr. Roberts at the moment currently has 6 wins. Hold on. We got Mr. Roberts. Mr. Roberts. Mr. Roberts. Oh, hold on. Mr. Roberts currently has... Is it 5? Hold on. 4. Mr. Roberts currently has 4 wins, which is pretty exciting stuff. He's making his way up the chart, slowly but surely. Sneaking up from behind. Sneaking up the rear. And he likes it tight. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's Daily Close contest, Mr. Roberts, with a guess of 105.567 and an actual daily close of 105.573 and 74 cents on May 19th, 2025's prize is an empty hot dog bun. Congratulations, Mr. Roberts, on your victory. Enjoy your empty hot dog bun. You've earned it, my friend. Congratulations. Killed it. Absolutely killed it. You can do with this hot dog bun what you please. It is yours to enjoy, yours to share, yours to throw away. You can give it to somebody else as a gift. You do whatever you want with it. It's your prize. It is your prize, 100%. Tax-free. We've covered the taxes on the hot dog bun, which is not something we usually do. It is open and ready to receive a wiener. Congratulations. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin chilling, looking a little green. 105,664 even. Very nice. Close game on the daily close. That was exciting stuff. A town called Rockwood, Ontario. Philly said, I know Ontario pretty well, but never heard of it. Never need of that. Jeez, Philly. Tony Rosa said, but Canada got dominated by Panthers yesterday. Go Cats. Drummer said Mr. Tight. Philly corrected his spelling mistake. Dream Tanks has big eyes. Greg said, wow, looks beautiful there around Rookwood. That reminds me of Norman Rockwell, which makes me want to move there. Is it Norman Rockwell-esque? Mr. Roberts said, no shaft, all buns. I like it, bro. Nice. I told you guys it was special. Fahid said, Bitcoin not knowing what to do after close. That's pretty funny. All I can picture is the Mr. Bean gif where he's just like running around his room. He's like, oh. That's all I think of. Tony said he can put his own meat in it. Exactly. Glizzy tucked in a different set of buns. 100%. Roar. Let's go take a look at Roar for Mr. Mad Peter Peppers. Do some technical analysis on this bad boy. Verify I'm human. I am human. Spoilers. I know I doxed myself a little bit by telling the thing that I'm human. You guys know that I'm human now, so nothing I can really do about it. Roar is currently up 5.65% on the day. Ooh, look at that. Is this the one? Maybe this is the one. This is the one where I had this crazy fractal and it started following it very nicely. Now, it is decoupling. That much is true. Is it doing... I don't know. I don't know what to say. We got a little pump and a little chop. So maybe... Yeah, there's nothing I can really do to make it seem a little more accurate. We'll see if we get this. I'm just going to leave it. I'm confident in my fractal pulling skills. Dream Tank said JJ says he is human. Well, that confirms JJ is AI. So 4169, market cap 4.1 million. RSI is chilling. I wonder, can I pull up? No, dang it. Alright, well, I tried. I tried to see if I could get Vu Manchu Cypher B divergences. I guess the real question is, can I get... No? Well, I tried. Blind Rock, Kitty Soul. Oh, is this... Oh, I think that works. Ooh, is that it? Nope. But, I mean, the chart can't be that different. I guess it's weight against ETH, right? Yeah. I mean, we can do TA on this, I suppose. Maybe. I don't know. It's in an uptrend. You had a confirmed green dot on the 4-hour back here, which resulted in a pretty decent upside right there. Nothing since. Momentum wave is overbought. Almost overbought. It's just up high. And the RSI is chilling in the middle. This was your green dot back here. If you would have bought that, you would have made 35%. Not bad. I don't know. It's an obscure chart. Weight against ETH, so I'm not going to say much about it. Market's turned a little bit green at post-daily close. Congratulations, Mr. Roberts, once again on your victory. I went to Coinbase to see if there is a Buns coin. Closest I found is Buns Cake. BS Cake. Haven't looked at chart yet. You want to peep it? Let's go look at BS Cake. No. BS Cake. We got Bake. Crumb's Bake Shop. Ooh. Let's go check on Deck Screener. BS Cake. Oh, Buns Cake. Here we go. It is $8.5 thousand market cap. Big fat spike to the downside right here. A little bit of a little baby rug. 93.5% with like one clip candle. That's crazy. Ooh, this thing's been rugging for forever. Okay, so it looks like some genius ran it up and then sold. And then they did the same thing back here. They probably loaded up right here. A bunch of people bought right here, and then they sold. Something happened. Somebody that had some that they had accumulated for a long period of time sold 90 enough to dump this thing 93%. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. $8,000 market cap, too funny. This was my plan, my concept for the trading contest when it was Clint and MC, and they were just trading back and forth to see who was a better trader. If you would just put your $500 into a dead coin with like zero, or you could make your own coin, put $500 into it, and then in a different wallet, put $500 into it, cash out your original wallet with 100% return. You know what I mean? You don't lose any money except for the fees, and you just won the contest. That was my concept with that, but nobody wanted to listen. I fully committed to my my SNEK buy, which I think I closed out that month with like 1.2% in profits, which is pretty funny. But I committed to the bit, and I'm proud of that. We got a little spike in volume right here, obviously, from this monster situation, and this pretty decent uptick on Bitcoin. It does seem like alts might be waking up here, which is lovely. I'm going to open a little baby long, just to play, just to see. I'm probably longing the top, but I don't really care. It's all for fun. Oh, let's see. We got some news to go through, guys. Danny said the altcoin Golden Cross is on. What does it mean? Seriously, the first time since 2021, the start of alt season 3.0. Last cycle, I turned 1K into $172,291 with this exact setup. Here are the next 10 low caps, rated at 25 to 300x. So I guess go check that out if you want to know the next 10 low caps. I wanted to point out this chart. This thing, everyone and their mother has been talking about for forever. We got years of good times, high prices, and the time to sell stocks and values of all kinds. The next year on this chart is 2026. It's been pretty damn accurate. 2026 is allegedly the next time to do this. So next year, we might all make a crap ton of money. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty stoked. And then C, so this bottom from 2026 to 2032 should see a pretty decent decrease in the prices of things, the values of things, and you could buy a pretty sick house. We'll see what happens. And then 2034, 2035, it's kind of a mixed bag, but it seems pretty accurate, honestly. We'll see how it turns out. Hindsight is 2020. We got El Salvador. Their current Bitcoin reserves are in profit, $357 million, which is over at 2x, which is pretty freaking badass. This is a horrible picture. He looks very menacing and creepy here. We got $675 million liquidated from the cryptocurrency market in the past 24 hours. Spicy stuff. My long is printing. Very nice. U.S. 30-year Treasury yield reaches 5.02%, its highest since November 2023. $1.3 trillion asset manager Morgan Stanley, I think CIO is Chief Information Officer, I could be wrong, says buy the dip. President Trump's economic advisor Hassett says U.S. debt is the safest bet on earth. President Trump disagrees with Moody's decision to downgrade the U.S. credit rating. USDC in informal talks to sell itself to Coinbase or Ripple, according to Fortune. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says pro-Bitcoin Senator Cynthia Lummis canceled a meeting with him and won't reschedule. I hope you will reconsider and be a leader for all of crypto. I invite you to join me on an X Space anytime. That I just thought was kind of interesting. Housing bubble pop? I freaking hope so. Awesome chart. Not many people know about it. Dude, that chart's been around for so freaking long. I think the signature at the bottom says like 18, right here, 1875. If this is real, that's freaking crazy. That is so insane. We got President Trump says Russia wants to do a large-scale trade deal with the U.S. Exciting stuff. Senator Bill Hagerty says crypto stablecoin issuers will be the largest holders of U.S. treasuries in the world. This is what I pointed out. Everyone and their brothers jumping on this stablecoin thing. They're like, oh my gosh, stablecoins, stablecoins, stablecoins. Stablecoins are the easiest way to recycle debt, junk debt, whatever you want. You just take it, you put it in this cute little stablecoin package, and you say this is worth $1. And everyone's like, yep, I like $1. I will take 1,000 of those, please. And they don't realize they're buying this junk debt that nobody gives a crap about, but it's stablecoin, so it's stable. It's just the easiest way to offload debt that nobody wants. It is the easiest way to do that. Why is the market so spicy right now? Bitcoin 105,999.99. Very nice. He said menacing and creepy. That's a bad picture, dude. They picked a horrible picture. Let's see. Why are we pumpy right now? What does total 3 look like? Yeah, I mean, we're getting bouncy, it seems. We'll see if it continues. It's pretty exciting stuff. Pretty exciting stuff. Yeah, I think we're about to go crazy. Are we about to go bananas? Should I double down? Should I take profits? I'm gonna take profits. I'm taking profits. I did it. Okay. Bitcoin chilling. 106, 133. Ooh. All right, damn it. No, I'm sitting on my hands. I'm not doing nothing. Breathe. Breathe, JJ. Why am I so tempted to fill that empty bun? Isn't it? It's very daunting. We got Senator Bill Hagerty says crypto stable. Yeah, I read that already. Okay. U.S. government launches investigation into Coinbase customer data theft. Well, duh. They just got added to the freaking S&P 500, and all of a sudden they're having all of these issues. That's kind of crazy. Or they're just suddenly telling us about all of these issues, because I think that the first one happened in freaking January, which is crazy that they waited until now to talk about it. We got Binance founder CZ says investing in crypto is risky, but not investing in crypto is also risky. CZ, he's a smart guy. You can see, like, the lower half of his face is a little bit smaller because his brain is so big and not like swollen like a bad thing. He's a smart guy. We got the same update as yesterday. I just wanted to refresh our visual on it. Don't go near my damn bun, HQC. Mr. Roberts is on the offense. Global M2 versus Bitcoin. This is, I think, the 81 day he always uses. He did not specify it. He said what lies immediately ahead. We got a big fat explosion to the upside, and then we'll see if we fulfill this this Batman Bongo Cat pattern. A little sideways action from, what does that look like, from June to the middle of June. That's nice. It's not a whole month. That'd be pretty sick. Go crazy, go crazy. Is it going crazy? Stop it. You guys are freaking me out. All right. Altcoins market cap breakout incoming. It's going to be the biggest altcoin season in human history. Let's freaking go. Look at this absolute monster right here. We got accumulation, first leg, consolidation, all-time high reset, breakout. Is that confirming right now? I think that's where we're at right now. No, June, July. What? Okay, no, we're right here. We are right here. So they got some fractals on this too. I like that. You know, you guys know I like a good fractal. Mr. Robert said I won that bun fair and straight. I mean square. What did Tony said? Jordan, 10 trillion total market cap theory doesn't seem too crazy now, huh? I think we drew it on the chart and it didn't seem too crazy once we drew it. I never said it was crazy. I don't think it's crazy. I would rather have a frugal outlook and be the dummy that sells early than be caught with the bag waiting for some ridiculous target later. You know what I mean? But I'm overly cautious. My buddies just always make fun of me and tell me I was paranoid, but they all went to jail for possession of marijuana, and I did not. Golden cross for altcoins. You're not bullish enough. Let's freaking go. I don't like Rover that much, but he's got good data sometimes. This one was awesome. This gentleman, ITO Shimotsuma, sick name also. I'm going to follow him. Alt Season 1.0, 3 years of accumulation, 1 year of expansion. This is the big deal right here. This is why time in the market beats timing the market. Because if you DCA, majority of the time you spend DCAing is going to be lower price. And then that 1 year that you get to sell, if you even decide to sell. If you DCA all right here, you DCA right here, you DCA, and then it retraces and you continue to DCA, you're not an idiot. You're just still early compared to the next move. And then you continue to DCA. Now we're all the way the hell up here, and you DCA all the way through this, and you have like a ridiculous amount of compounded profits. That's crazy. So 3 years of accumulation, 1 year of expansion, alt season 2.0. 3 years of accumulation, 1 year of expansion, alt season 3.0. 3 years of accumulation. Now altcoins are in the expansion phase. The top will be Q4 2025 or Q1 2026. I like this theory. This is pretty freaking sick. Strap in, strap on. Let's freaking go, ladies and gentlemen. I've been told by my people that Bitcoin is pumping. It, in fact, is very pumpy. 106,507 and 33 cents. Hell yeah. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Join the Discord if you guys want to follow along the compound trading challenge at this moment, not including my current trade, which is retraced entirely. We are currently at $78.81, which is day 9 according to the chart, which is easier for me to pull from over here. Hang on, because I don't feel like going all the way the heck down the roster. Right here. Day 9 goal is 77.57. I think we started on the 14th, so we're 5 days in. So technically we're supposed to be at 63.81 and we're already at 77, or we're at 79 or whatever the hell that was. 78.81, which is just above day 9. So we're sitting pretty good. That doesn't take into consideration the idea that we might lose money, so we gotta keep that in mind. That's why we're being very careful and very meticulous and picky with our trades, and when there's profits we take them. So if you guys for any reason at all want to follow along and watch the disaster that is the compound trading challenge unfold, feel free to join the Discord. The link is in the description. Mr. Robert said, I found a site today that text streams US and global data headlines in real time. It's financial juice. Pretty good. Well, I'll have to check that out. It's free with an email address. Nice. Tony said 423 retracement level. Okay. All right. Bitcoin was getting a little bit pumpy. You got a little too excited. Get a little rejection at 106,577. Actually, that's that big fat liquidation chunk right there that they just ate up. Watch this. Ready? Ready? Look at that. Oh my gosh. That whole chunk, they just blasted right into that. Wow. This is so beautiful. So next stop, we got 105,247 down below. Oops. And up above, we got 106,645. And then after that, we got this. I'm going to go all the way up here, 107,607. That's crazy that they played that whole thing. They just ate that whole chunk up. I wonder if they're going to go up to 107,607 and eat that chunk too. Congratulations, Mr. Roberts, once again on your victory. Spicy Bitcoin is exciting on Mondays. HQZ said fill that bun with financial juice. All right, financial juice. Yeah, I want to check that out. Okay. Anyways, we finished our news from Mr. Shimatsuma. Cool ass name. Our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is in the red, $3. And it's currently being held up by Render, Proppy, Sol, Fetch, and Ada, being dragged down by Shib, Ondo, Doge, Near, and Aptos. Next, we got our Memecoin portfolio, which is still in profit, $111. Very nice. SNEK is still at the very bottom of this list, which is making me quite sad. Whip is up $102. Pepe's up $82. Doge is down, Gig is down, and SNEK is down. So we'll see if all of those get into profit eventually. And then last but not least, my favorite, our narrative portfolio, which is made up of one meme coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one real world asset coin, one gaming coin, and one decentralized physical infrastructure coin, strictly based off of like one in the top 5 of each of those categories on CoinMarketCap. So it's very easy portfolio to make. Each coin is still currently in profit to this day. VeChain is in profit $3, Mano's in profit $17, Fetch is in profit $26, Tao's in profit $43, and Pepe's in profit $91. And this whole entire portfolio is in profit $182, which is pretty sick. I believe that's 9%, or is that 30? No. How much? I don't know. We'll figure out the math eventually. We're in profit. Say that 3 times fast. It's hard enough to say it once. Bitcoin still chilling, 106.58 and 46 cents. Looking good. Liquidation heat map is heating up. It's getting spicy out there, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Roberts, hold your bun tight. I know you like it tight. Oh, let's see. What do we got in the charts? Chili's up 1%. Very nice. Doge is almost up 1%. Chainlink. Well, Chainlink was doing good for a second. Everything just went down 0.1%. Ondo's up 1.12. Swee's up 1.23. Come on, Swee. 1.14. Let's go. What else we got? Sol is up 1.1. Heck yeah. Come on, Bitcoin dominance. Just reject. You know you want to. Give me some altcoin season. Archangel 28 said, yo, what's going on, Archangel? We just did all of our portfolio updates and everything. Now we're chilling. Watching and waiting. Should we go? Let's go check up on Harambe. Oh, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Harambe. Oof. Wow, would you look at that? It's actually below my sell. I actually took profit at a good point. What? That never happens. All right, now where? There it is. So I want to see how it reacts. I think May 28th is Harambe's, the anniversary of Harambe's death. Rest in peace, Harambe. So we'll see how the price reacts to that, because if we can play this and plan it accordingly for next year, then this was a beautiful trade and it worked out very nicely. All because I set a stupid alert on my phone literally like a year ago. And I followed along. Bitcoin pulling back. 105,760 even. Still in profit, 0.21% since the daily close. Looking good. Getting a little volatile though. Not a lot of liquidity to grab, so they're going to come and grab whatever they can. I don't know if it's... I have no idea. Is it easier for them to send it up or down? Who knows? Honestly, with all the institutions buying and holding and not selling and like the record lows on exchanges for Bitcoin in general, like the low quantity of Bitcoin existing on exchanges, it's probably just easy to move in general for market makers, which is kind of crazy to think about considering that current valuation. They're probably chomping at the bit knowing that they can manipulate this price that much. Tony said, can't wait to sell XRP at $6. HQZ said an empty bun for every chart. Archangel said, yo, buddy. Doing good. I'm happy I caught your live. The charts are heating like crazy. Yes, they absolutely are. It's getting spicy. Mr. Roberts said, I drew a horizontal trend line from April 9th to 21, then measured it over the last couple consolidations on the daily. Looks like we're going to pop. I like that. April 9th to 21. Then over the last couple consolidations on the daily, looks like we're going to pop. Mr. Roberts, did you join the Discord yet? In the description, because I would love for you to send me that chart, because I would like to put it on the stream. Most of liquidity has gone above Bitcoin. That is not true. There's a big chunk. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. You're right. This is severely deflated compared to this one. We had this one marked, and it just, as soon as the daily close happened, they just busted right into it and went all the way up perfectly. And it stopped right at that last one, and then came back down. This is the next chunk right here. All of this. But this one right here, it stopped like right there. They just immediately blasted right up into it. Beautiful. Tony said, well, some XRP at $6. I saw some video, some guy was freaking out about XRP. I was like, damn. It was just totally random on my Twitter feed. But he was freaking out, like walking through an airport, just yelling at his phone about it. Like, just, he went on a full rant for like 2 minutes. And I listened to the whole thing. I was like, damn, this dude, like bought some XRP at the high and sold it at the low. He was pissed. I didn't disagree with everything that he was saying, but sometimes you just gotta let things go. Archangel said, it looks so fake, to be honest. Like they are moving it on purpose each time the liquidity builds above Bitcoin for the last 3 to 4 days. It's definitely been odd. This specifically, this was weird. This was really weird. And usually when it gets really volatile like this, there's a move about to happen, and they try to shake out as much of the leverage as possible because the exchange doesn't have enough money to pay everybody when it comes to those moves. So if they know, and I'm sure that they know, it's all automated, it's very modernized, like business profile scenario, being an exchange for cryptocurrency. So I'm sure that they can see, like, oh, we have $1 billion that we'd have to pay out if the price went to new all-time highs, and we currently only have 1.5 million in reserves. So they got to liquidate like 90% of the billion in order to be able to pay out who's left. And then they see, they're like, oh, all we got to do is pop the price up and down, and then we'll liquidate both parties, and we can go up from there. And that's exactly what they did right here. Up, down, up, down. Everybody's liquidated. Everybody's scared now. The bulls are crapping their pants. The bears are crapping their pants. They're literally right here. They're doing this move on a larger time frame. That's all that's happening. Nostalgic said it's trying to kick a lot of investors out of the real run. That's what happens every time, man. Every single time. The shakeout. The final shakeout before the mommy makeout. Archangel said leaning more towards pump, I hope. I hope so, too. Tom Solid said Sailor buys 764 million and market doesn't move. Yep. He's probably buying OTC, honestly. All right, let's see. What do we got? So all of our 1% are gone. Pretty chill, pretty tame. MicroStrategy pumping is crazy. This thing's just out of control, man. Like, that's impressive. I crack up every time I see this chart because, you know, when it was down here, everyone was so vocal. They were like, oh my gosh, Sailor's such an idiot. He's going to get liquidated. And then it just went bam, right straight back to the upside. Like, that dude is probably on cloud 9 at all times. Just always being right about everything all the time. You know what I mean? Like, you can only experience that so often until you just go straight to your head and you're like, oh shit, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I am a genius. He probably just, like, normally people have to, like, hire prostitutes to like tell them crazy shit like that. He just has like actual chicks around him all the time. They're like, "You're so smart." He's like, "Shut the fuck up, Linda. I know." He's just like weird about it. He like pays people to tell him that he's stupid. Oh, that's great. Mr. Barber said, "I logged in. Do I need acceptance to message?" Um, no, nope. You're here. Just go to general. You can DM me as well. Otherwise, just post it in general. I'm gonna send you a friend request though. I think I did already, but I'm not positive. Yeah, I think I did. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Bitcoin 105, 622. It's so funny that people are getting bearish at these prices too. Skull Cruncher said buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, ETH. Do you buy those on PayPal? I'm joking. You forgot Bitcoin Cash though. Tom Salt's goat. Yep. He calls them poor. That's true. That's true. Look at Litecoin, please. Let's take a look at Litecoin. Litecoin was my first crypto. My first love. Ooh. Oh my gosh. This is lovely. That's a gigantic flag. Are you kidding me? Whoa. I feel like people just dismiss Litecoin, and it's the silliest take to me. Because this thing performs pretty decent. And look at that trend line hit. Ooh, that's like a legacy trend line right there. This thing goes all the way back to November 2018. It's a beautiful buy right now. Whew, look at that. Every time it gets below these green, let's see. Last time it was 920 days. This time it is 1,118. Let's go to 920. 920. Yeah, right there. So right now, this little spike right here could potentially be this on a larger scale. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. Maybe, what if it's this? Whoa. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the stupid fractal. The fractal, the gigantic Bitcoin fractal. I'm pulling it over here. Watch this. Are you ready? Don't judge me. I like my stupid fractals. Leave me the hell alone. Ready? This is freaking awesome. Dude, let's go. Are you kidding me? That's a beast. Look at that monster. Have you ever traded meme coins? I feel like it's just gambling. I mean, it depends. In my opinion, it depends on the meme coin. I agree with you that it is just gambling. I feel like dismissing it as gambling is kind of silly. I enjoy trading meme coins. Nice TA. Good game. I invest in Litecoin a lot. I like Litecoin. I do. I feel like Litecoin is a really nice, safe play, genuinely. And I feel like it catches a lot of flack just because it's a stable investment. Like, the volume's nice. It's a steady uptrend. It's slow, sure, but this thing was $40 a month ago. It's $98 now. Hello? I don't know. I think people are silly. Look at this. Last time, 2020 to 2021. That's 747%. This market is a meme, getting a bit ridiculous. It is, I agree. Tony Rosa said send it to 1 billion or 1 trillion. Litecoin top is usually market top, right? I do think that is actually true. Drummer said be right back, gonna sell. I'll buy it off you. Where you at? Yeah, Archangel. I enjoy trading meme coins. I do. I do kind of treat it. You got to treat it like gambling, in my opinion. Not all the time. I have a irresponsibly large bag of SNEK, which is a meme coin, but I don't know. I'm not going to try to make an excuse. I feel like I'm personally a little more dialed into the community than any other meme coin that I would personally trade. If I was that invested in any other community and I saw the same thing that I see with SNEK, I would buy that coin too. But I'm gonna be biased about it. Temet said alts are feeling sick. Not really actually. We got green since the daily close. We're looking pretty decent. The great Ken Bino. Smash the like button, everybody. Subscribe if you're new. Yeah, Litecoin's got this really nice flag with a pretty decent sized pole. If I was looking for a target, not financial advice, this is not me saying this is ever going to happen, but if it does, looking for 120s? This thing exploded, dude. Oh my gosh. What a beautiful chart. Imagine being up 100% right now just because you bought a month ago. Oh, that's August. My bad. My bad. Okay, so it's not quite. This is April right here. Hold on. 50% still. 50% is even just as good. Just as good as 100. Archangel said, and we are back to 106. Heck yeah. Let's freaking go. Mr. Roberts, congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy your empty hot dog bun. HQZ said, are you saying that my Turbo and Brett are a gamble? How dare you? Trading meme coins is gambling. Investing in them. I do. Murad has been just pumping out the craziest videos on X. He's like, this is why meme coins are going to replace altcoins. And I'm like, this dude is crazy. But I mean, you gotta respect him. He's turned like what, a couple grand into like hundreds of millions of dollars. He's wrote his bag down like 70%, refuses to sell anything, and it's going right back up. So you gotta respect the guy's hustle. Tom Selleck said 50% is as good as 100% JJ math. GameFi AI said buy Pipel Q. Nostalgic said Pepe has an enormous bull flag on the 4-hour chart. Last time it did, it went way above the 2000s. But this time, we've been consolidating longer, indicating that it can be a more huge run. Pepe has been performing like crazy on our narrative portfolio. Pepe is our best performer. It's up $90. And then in our meme coin portfolio, it's up 80. So, I mean, these were both invested at 2 different times, so. But Pepe's been one of the best performers out of that whole thing. Let's actually go take a look at the chart. Skull Cruncher said, buying Litecoin is like buying silver and gold for Bitcoin being gold. I agree. I will agree with you on that. I think Litecoin performs very nicely. Pepe. JJ math. Enormous bull flag on the 4-hour. This bad boy. Yeah, I see it. It's not bad. I get a little iffy when it's got this curve, but I've definitely seen him play out like this before. If it did, target, not financial advice again, could be 22, whatever you call it. The one with the 2 in it. Yeah, see, this says it has really nice support at 1287. And I mean, there's really nothing stopping it from going up, honestly. It broke above 10, which is great. Mr. Roberts said, I sent the chart I mentioned about recent consolidation. All right, let's check it out. This is what we got from Mr. Roberts. Shield your eyes. It's very white. All right, we got liquidity. We got trend lines. You talking about this red guy? I kind of like that. Target 120. Shoot, why does this look so good? This is on the daily? Okay, let me try it in. Let me try and do it. Let's go to the daily. My hands smell like it smells like liquid wrench. Oh my gosh, this is my monster fractal over here. I forgot about that. All right, on the daily. Let me go back and read what you said. I guess I could just eyeball it. Because you got this. And it kind of goes through these. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. That actually looks really good. So what I see after we draw that, let me make this a little more transparent, give us a little bit of room here to work with. I see this. That's too curvy. Potential inverse head and shoulders with a breakout target of, let's just go back here. If I'm being frugal, 110, let's call it 110. We're currently sitting at 105,950, and our previous all-time high is 109,588. We'd have immense support right here at 98, definitely 100, psychological. Right there, let's call it right there. There's not going to be, there's almost no support right here because this little quick nothing, you know, that's not doing nothing for anybody. I guess technically if it got above this right now, that could maybe be some strong support with all of this previous resistance turn support. So I could make that argument, 106, 108. I like this trend line though. Oh, you're on the daily. Even better. Yep, that's it. Okay. I like that. So, I mean, it's the same thing. I like it. It's crazy how much just a trend line can do for you. You know what I mean? Visually, it like helps you see a bunch of stuff that you didn't see before. Sometimes it's nice to just go through and draw lines, you know what I mean? See what you can see. I don't know. I don't know. Bitcoin chilling 105,985, 980. Looking good. Okay. The green horizontal trio. Archangel said, JJ, why don't you make a kind of series growing an account from 100 USD to 1K or 1K to 10K or 100 to 10K? That's kind of the idea with the portfolios right here. I guess a video series would be a good idea. The 1K to 10K Grok portfolio, this was like 60% of these coins. 6 of them were recommended by Grok. The other 4 that Grok recommended weren't even on this program. They were like really random, obscure coins that nobody had ever heard of. So we just had the community vote on 4 more and added those 2. And this was Grok's suggestion to make $1,000 into $10,000 by just buying and holding. And then the other 2 are just for fun to see where they go. But we do have the compound trading challenge going on in the Discord. And the idea kind of stemmed from, let me pull it up, hold on. Compound interest. Apparently, if you make 5% per day, this was the idea. We're going to start with 50 bucks. We're going to do 5% daily compounding, which means at the end of every single day, we're going to close our trade up 5% minimum for 6 months. You don't deposit any money. If you start with $50 and you make 5% per day just by leverage trading, and you close that trade, You're up 5%, which again, that's takes discipline. You got to operate on the idea that you cannot force trades and you cannot lose trades, which there's a possibility that you can lose trades. But in theory, if you start with $50 and you make 5% profits per day, compound interest or compounded daily for 6 months, what happened? $50, 5% daily, compound frequency daily. There we go. You would have $368,000. That's crazy. So we've started this challenge in the Discord. If you guys want to follow along and I guess watch the disaster, then you're welcome to join. The link is in the description. But yeah, $50, 5% a day, even 4% a day adds up. $65,000 after 6 months? That's crazy. Let's say you start with 100 and you only want to do 2% a day. You'd have $3,800 after 6 months. 5% a day with $100 after 6 months. That's $750,000 almost. But let's go down to 50 again. Let's do 5% a day and let's do it for a year. Let's do it for just a year. $2.7 million. That's freaking crazy. Now, again, this is not easy. If it was that easy, everyone would do it. But we're gonna give it a shot. So far, we're actually doing pretty good. I think we're on day 10, number-wise, and we're only 4 days in, 4 or 5 days in. So it's working out pretty well. Mr. Robert said, I just think the last few consolidation will repeat this time in the next day or two. Yeah. Archangel said it would be awesome, I think. I can't lie. I can't see Bitcoin going lower than 100K again. Mr. Roberts said, just the green horizontals under candles is my point in this chart, lol. The rest is crazy thoughts. Archangel said, a video series of this would be insane. I think you have all you need to do this. Wow, that's crazy. Chewy said, why ain't we all rich? I don't know, Chewy. I'm still trying to figure that out. Tony said 3% is more realistic, but still difficult AF. Yeah, there's different ways to look at it for sure. And again, you can, like, if I started with $500, it would take me way less time to get to that crazy. But then I think the nicety of starting with 50 is it's, in my opinion, a small enough amount for me to not freak out about aping the whole bag into a 5% trade every day. Make a live trade, and if so, come buy Litecoin with me. We printing over here. I'm not making a live trade right now. I'm being frugal with my trades because of this compound challenge, and I'm ahead right now, so I'm trying not to screw that up. If you do want to catch me though, Friday is my DCA day, so you'll probably catch me in a mood to buy some Litecoin maybe. But yeah, the compound interest calculator. Let's do $50 and 3% daily with no deposits, compounding daily. And let's do 1 year. Oh my gosh. Tony. You start with $50, you do 3% daily for a year. You'd have $2.4 million. Let's do 9 months. Let's do just the term of a pregnancy. 163K. What the hell, guys? Nobody told us this. My dumbass has been taking profits off the top. Everyone's like, pay yourselves, take profits. That's a psyop, man. I'm convinced. I'm not taking profits ever again. Chewy said JJ only trades ADA. I mean, I know the coin, man. I know the coin's movements. The Archangel said, how would you approach it? Would you do it trading Bitcoin or lower market cap coins? I've been trading Sol a lot, actually. Not in the compound interest thing, but I would stick with probably higher cap coins because they're not as volatile, honestly. I would stick with like Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, Litecoin, ADA, anything in like the top 15, top 20. Sui has some like insane moves, but it's kind of hard to predict when it's gonna pop, honestly, at least in my opinion. And I tried to pride myself on being able to call moves, but this thing's spicy. But yeah, Sol and ETH, at least during these times, they seem volatile enough. Tony said, "What are the odds that you make 3% daily?" I don't know. I don't know actually. I feel like it's possible if you're trading and you're really disciplined and you know what to look for in the charts and stuff like that. The charts are moving at all times, up or down. You can long or short all day long. I did the trading contest and I had no problem pulling in. I mean, I was making like fractions of a percent, I think, each trade sometimes, but it adds up, man. Tyler said, "What about Pinlink?" We did take a look at Pinlink. Pinlink was killing it today. Let's go take a look on the actual. I don't like looking at Pinlink on the stupid trading view chart. I like looking at it in here on Deck Screener. For some reason, it just feels better. All my stuff is here. It's like moving out when I go to a different chart. Okay. I see a W here, man. I see a little W. You're in your little inside accumulation box. It's trying to get above. We got some buying pressure with these 2 wicks, which is nice. Volume is pretty lackluster, I will say that. So you got a big chunk increase, and it's still up from back here. Back here is gone. There's no volume here. So this is great in comparison. So let's not be picky. Our size reset right in the middle. I don't know. We're holding our blue trend line, which is lovely. I would like to see it break above this upper trend line right here, this 77, 78. Let's start trading in the 80s. Start trading in the 80s, then we'll talk. Archangel's cracking up. Mr. Robert said compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. Chewy said you eat steak in that case, Tony. Tony said, so if you made 10% in one day, do you take 2 days off? That was my idea, because I'm ahead a couple of days right now, so you can kind of mentally take a break. You don't have to though, but that kind of helps you with looking for trades. You really know, like, okay, I'm ahead 3 or 4 days. I don't have to force a trade if there is no trade to be had. So, or you could just take the day off. You don't have to trade. Like if I'm 5 days in right now and I was at my 5-day number, I have no problem adding an extra day to the challenge. I'm not trying to make $300,000 in 6 months. I'm trying to make $300,000 in general. So if it takes me an extra 3 months, I don't really care. You know what I mean? I could take every other day off and hopefully still win. That's the concept, at least. This is just the idea. $50, 5% a day for 6 months. And by 6 months, I mean 180 days, 185% trades in profit. You figure in 100% win rate, bro. Exactly, Chewy. Exactly. That's why it's not. It's a theoretical thing. So we're gonna try it. That's the fun. We're not saying we're gonna make it happen, but if it does happen, that would be pretty freaking sick. And who knows, man? Tony said, so what do I start with? $500. Worst, I'm starting with 50. I've started with 50. I'm currently sitting at, where's my thingy? $78.81. Jay Shear said, let's keep this up. We'll be rich in no time. See? We're killing it, man. We're killing it. It's a fun time. It really is. So if you guys want to follow along, tag along, link is in the description for the Discord. But yeah, it's all in good fun. Nobody's saying we're gonna do this, whatever. Skull Cruncher said you gotta lock in, keep your pulse on the market. Exactly, you have to become one with the charts. Drummer said taking a day off helps you not rip your hair out. Exactly. Tyler said Pinlink news. Let's go take a look. I bet you they partnered with somebody. There you go. Is that it? No. Hashlink, Pinlink's tokenized hash rate futures market. Cool, cool, cool. After a roaring success of V1 version of Pinnacle RWA Marketplace, we're excited to release the spec for upcoming V2. Okay, so they're actually putting in the work. This is actually nice to see. Buyback and burn. Crypto miners are the picks and shovels of the modern day gold rush. I like it. I mean, they're saying all the right things. Like I said, they're doing buybacks and stuff like that. I'm here for it. Chewy said I started with 1K and ended with 0. Ryan S said, took my profit, my Bitcoin scalp at 106,100. Sorry, FOMOers, get wrecked. Drummer said, I don't ever set a stop loss. Send it. You guys are crazy. Archangel said, 2 KMY, like took me 3 months. Took my like 3 months. Oh, I started with like 200. I got to 800. Withdrew like 300 and still trading with the rest. Took me like 3 months. Yeah, that's what I usually do. I usually start with 50, 100 bucks, and then if I double it, I'll take half out and keep playing. Then I'm on house money, and I've been perpetually on house money for probably at least like a year, because I don't add money to my my trading account. It could go down to freaking 10 bucks, and I would trade it back up. Luckily, I haven't had to deal with that in a long time. Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it. I figured it out. Oh, delicious. Mr. Robert said, making just 1% a day is unattainable. Let's be real. So if we took, let's just do 2. Let's do 2% a day, and let's do, I've been in crypto for years now. Let's just do 1 year and 6 months. 2% a day with 50 bucks. Come on, guys. There's no reason why we shouldn't be filthy rich right now. Tyler said, JJ, should they tag along in my strategy? I don't know, man. Your strategy scares me. Tony Rosa said, so all you need are 0.5% moves on 6x leverage? Yeah. Yes. 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 That is legit. Like, the low leverage. Archangel said 2 is very realistic. I think it's possible with discipline and leverage. It is. It is totally possible. In a year and a half, starting with 50 bucks, theoretically, you cannot take profits. You can lose, but you got to make it back. You got to make it back and then some. 2% a day, in my opinion, is entirely attainable. $2.5 million after a year and a half. Let's freaking do this, man. I'm freaking ready. Tyler said, can you explain my strategy? Tyler's strategy is buy and pray. Long and pray. Tony said the math is mathing. It's mathing so hard right now. We've compounded the math. And now it's math squared. Ryan said, as long as your exchange doesn't take too much fees, yeah, all those 0.5% moves really add up. Apparently they do. Archangel 28 said, that's insane. I'm feeling rich already. Man, all you need is 50 bucks, man. All you need is 50 bucks and my referral link in the description. Tyler said, don't forget with 20x leverage. Yeah, Tyler's just like giving me a brain aneurysm, sending me screenshots of his fucking psycho trades. He's like, I don't give a fuck about money. Oh, shit. Nostalgic said, shorts get fucked. Tony said, yes, 2.5 million, no time. That's what I'm saying, man. It's a psyop. It's a psyop. They're like, take profits, pay yourselves. Don't take profits. Fucking YOLO into a 2x long. Become a 2.5 millionaire with me. Let's do it. This shit's out of control. Mr. Roberts, congratulations once again on your victory for the daily close contest. Enjoy your empty hot dog bun. The market is looking pretty stale. Pinlink's up 0.5%. Tyler should be excited about that. Everything else is very lackluster. Drummer said you'd have to heart attack seeing my 107 position. I don't want to know. Nostalgic said, fucking YOLO, don't be a bitch. Scared money don't make no money. That's the ultimate excuse. The ultimate enabler is scared money don't make no money. Oh man. Tyler said show them what not to do. Discord. Tyler, this is depressing. I'm trying to get people to sign up, not run away. I'm just kidding. Win or lose, no in between. Here's Tyler's insanity. Bam. Shield your eyes. Ah! We got minus 225 down, minus 40%. Oh my gosh. What is this one? How is this 218% down? Did you auto deposit margin? I'm gonna kick your ass, dude. Jeez. This is scary. This is the dark side. Everybody should see this side. Look at it. It's a SpongeBob meme. Look at it. Make sure you don't do this. Set a stop loss, please. Please, for the love of God. Mr. Robert said, dude, you're so close to 1K subs. Congrats. Thank you so much. Dude, I'm so excited about 1K subs. Where are we at? Whoa. We got 18 people left. 18 subscribers left until, I don't know. Tyler said, I don't know what I did. Oh, shit. His fucking bank is calling him. They're like, we've gotten a request for a loan from Bitunix in your name. Jeez, it's out of control, man. Oh my god, my head's gonna explode. Oh, that's too funny. That is too funny. You gotta respect it, man. Tyler's got bigger balls than I do. Oh, just letting it ride. Ryan said 20x leverage. You gotta babysit those trades, bro. That's what I tried telling him. He didn't listen. I stopped saying stuff. Man. That's too funny. Bitunix, never heard of them. Deny. Oh, that's great. It's like auto margin plus like auto financing. Everybody get wrecked down 3% every day. Your compounding loss is like $2.5 million. Oh shit. Oh, that's too funny. Let's break this all-time high, man. 109,588. That's nothing. Let's go. What are we at? Percentage-wise, what are we at away? Less than 4%. That's nothing. Bitcoin, come on, Satoshi. Wake up, bro. $500 to 50 cents in 2 days. Let's freaking go. That means somebody else made $499.50. JJ math. Somehow I fumbled that too. Oh, jeez. Maybe I did get a little bit too much sun today. I need some kind of excuse. All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, I'm probably going to call it. We've been going for a couple hours. It's been a fun time. But this is where I will love and leave you. If you guys want to follow along or continue to chill, feel free to join the Discord in the description down below. I appreciate you guys so much for tagging along. As always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on, which hopefully ends up being the case. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Smash the like button on your way out, and good night. Happy Monday.